Hey everybody, it's Nicole, and that's my thrifting score today. Hold on one second. Here, bud. I'm letting my little guy play, but it's going to be super loud. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, there you go, bud. Sorry. All right, so I am in the school pickup line, but we are not moving. When we do move, I'm going to go, so I'm not being bad, I promise. Not being bad. Hey, Marriage. And I've seen you, and I've seen your scopes, but I don't know what your name is. So if you'll type your name in, that would be cool. So, anyways, for my replay viewers, I am in my car. I am in the school pickup line. I'm not being illegal. They're not going to be out for another 15 minutes. We usually take my little guy to the park during this time, but it is cold and wet and rainy right now, so and there wasn't enough time to run home. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go sit and I'll scope. So that's where we are. And today I'm going to talk, this is actually for my contributors. I just added 5 new girls to come blog on Confident Foundation, and I'm super excited because my blog was being completely neglected because I was very overly busy and with my other work, which is amazing because that means that I'm getting lots and lots of campaigns to lead, which are my favorite kinds of work. But I love my blog and I don't want it to die. And I looked at my traffic report because I did not blog at all in January till the very end of the month, and it was scary, you guys. If you are online at all, whether you do videos or have a website, you know that if you're not producing new content, then you're kind of dying. So my answer to that was to bring on my contributors. So hello, my beautiful ladies who are all going to watch this as their homework. I am super excited, but I kind of realized once I added them on that none of them have blogged in a professional sense before, and I learned a lot in the past 8 years. So I am going to be using this to train them because most of them are local, but my one is in Wyoming with my family because she is my family, which is also awesome. So anyways, how to write a good review. So when I started review blogging, and for my contributors, and also if you are on Facebook and you would like to join my So You Want to Be a Blogger group, it's named that. You can just search for So You Want to Be a Blogger, and it has like a question mark. And that's my private close group for people who I either know personally or who have found me and would like to ask questions. I had so many people ask me about being a blogger, and hi, the great one. I had so many people ask me about being a blogger, and I found myself writing the same things over and over and over and over and over again and sending them to the same resources. So I just created a private Facebook page where I can just direct everyone to and just say, hey, if you want to know what I will tell you, just go here. I've already put it all together and all down. So, that's there if you're interested in that. In there, I will be giving examples of how not to do a review and how to do a review. And I'll do them both from my personal self's experience because I have some stuff on there that I need to go back and revamp because I look at them like, oh my word, that was horrible. I can't believe people sent me products. Thank you, wonderful companies. That was so bad. Because it's like this teeny tiny grainy cell phone picture of these beautiful sandals and then like a couple paragraphs and then that's it. And I'm like, how did I even have followers? I don't even know. So if you're watching this and you've been my faithful follower over the past 8 years, I love you. You're wonderful. Thank you for not abandoning me while I was learning my way. So yeah, reviews. Nobody wants to read a review unless they're on Amazon or the company's website. So if you're writing a blog post, do not do a copy paste stock photos. This stretched this way, this did that, this did that. Don't do it. Some companies will have you write reviews on Amazon for them. So for the Amazon review, you want to do an Amazon review. And for the website review, you want to do a website review. For a blog post, even if they're calling it a review, you want to make a content piece. You want to always provide valuable articles that will be evergreen. So something that you'll be able to like republish 2 years from now and it will be useful. So the example I'm going to use today is like a baby wrap. Hi, Paula. Because one of my girls is about to get a baby wrap. So instead of saying, this is baby wrap from such and such company, and I really liked it because it carried my baby well, and here's one little photo of me carrying my baby in the baby wrap. Don't do that. That's probably what your first instinct will be to do. Don't do that. So with a product like that, there's a couple different ways you can go. You can approach it in like a magazine informative way, and you can do research on baby wearing and why it's so important, and the different research behind the benefits of baby wearing and why this kind of a wrap is more is better, because like this is one of the the wrappy wraps that you wrap around your body. You can do research into why that is more beneficial, and then you can get those excerpts and compile them all together and then create a thing in there about why baby wrapping is wonderful. So like if you're more of like a informative magazine type author, then that's like the direction you'd want to go with it. And then also include, and then the only brand that you'll focus on when you write is the brand that they're providing the product for you, obviously. So that would be one way to approach a review of like a baby wrap. Baby wearing baby wrap. So the second way to approach it, which my girl who is getting it, Rebecca, I know you'll be watching this, so how you'll probably want to approach it, since you're more artistic in your writing, is that you are going to tell us your baby wearing journey and why you wear your babies, the benefits that you've had personally, and just tell an amazing lifestyle story about why you decided to wear your babies and the benefits that you've gotten from wearing your babies, and why so just a story, and then showing, your pictures along the way, and then show like amazing, just really casual, you holding your baby during the daytime, snuggled up on your couch. And so I want you to go, because I feel like we were talking that you do really well with the artistic writing. And so if you do more like that, then you're going to want to do a story. You're going to do a lifestyle story about yourself and your baby wearing experience. And so both of those are great examples of what a review should be. Now, the only time that this does not come into play is with books and movies, because really, you can do extra things with those, but unless you're doing a sponsored post, I wouldn't say that you need to. Because for books and movies, the PR companies who usually send them out, they're basically just looking for your opinion on the books or movies. And people who read a book review are just expecting a book review. They're not expecting a content piece. You can, like with movies, for sponsor posts before, I've added tutorials, recipes to eat while you're watching the movie, crafts that you can do while you're watching the movie. So if you are looking to get into sponsored posts, that would be a good way to approach it, because then you can use that as an example for the kind of sponsored post that you can do. If you're just getting a book that would cost about $10, then I would just do a book review. So when you do a book review, what you want to do is go on Amazon and look and see what the best book reviewers who get the bunch of thumbs up and yes, this was helpful for me, look at how they do their reviews. So usually they'll give like a synopsis, but on Amazon they already have the synopsis. But you'll want to copy and paste the synopsis or say it in your own words. And then just how I finally started writing good book reviews is anytime I read a book, I usually call and tell my mom about it, because she likes to know about books and whether she wants to read them too. So basically I stopped trying so hard, and I was like, what did I just tell mom about this book? And then I wrote that as my book review. So I'd be like, for example, I am reading right now, not for a review, but just for fun. Right now I'm reading C.S. Lewis, The Terrible Strength. I just read Mists of Pandaria and Pelin, I don't even know, the one about him going to the other planet. Spoiler alert. They've been out forever, so if you haven't read them already. But like that hideous strength. So for a book review, I would say, for the book I'm reading right now, I'd give the synopsis of it, and I would say that in this book, I love all of the analogies and how everything is reaching the climax, and the characters are so intriguing, and that they bring back a person from the past, and one thing that I really love is C.S. Lewis's imagination of what the mythical gods in the past were really, and that I love the character development, that it will keep you on the edge of your seat and guessing, like that kind of stuff. So basically just imagine yourself describing it to your best friend who would be interested in reading the book or watching the movie, and then write that as your review. because that's basically what you're doing. You're talking to a bunch of your friends about the book or the movie and why they would or would not want to go see it. So that book reviews and movie reviews are super easy to write. They're one of the easiest things to write. If you're doing a beauty review, for example, because my other girl just got sent a beauty product. So for those, I usually like to ask the companies to give me at least 3 weeks to try them out, or longer, depending on the product and depending on your background. So for example, my contributor would actually asked if she could have like at least a month to try the product out so that she could endorse it in good conscience. And so for reviews, that's important because reviews are products you've probably never used before. Sponsored posts, I would never do a sponsored post for a company that I did not already love, because sponsored posts, you are paid to market them. So you're wanting to have brands with relationships with brands that you already know, already love. You buy their products all the time, and that's why you're doing a sponsored post for them. Reviews are more, hey, I've never heard of this such and such natural skincare company. Yeah, I want to try your stuff. Yeah, I want to let my readers know about you. And they're usually the smaller companies, which is why they can afford to do reviews and not do sponsored work. Whereas sponsored work is your big brands, like you can walk into Walmart and Target and Brookshire's and all the chain stores and find them on the shelves. So, and I like to do both. Like I will do blog posts. I've gotten paid up to $300 for a blog post, and I will still do Etsy shop reviews where I don't get paid anything but the $5 product, because also as a blogger, I think no matter how big you get, you need to keep all the bridges open and also support people, because I love supporting other moms. I love supporting Etsy shops who are moms just like me who are making a living from home. And so of course I'm not going to charge them. Hey, Lane. Of course I'm not going to charge them for something that, you know, I know that they can't afford to pay me $300. Walmart can certainly afford to pay me $300, but, you know, my little best friend from the Etsy shop can't. So just keep that in mind. Never get too big for your britches, and just keep open to everything. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to cover. They're going to let the kids out soon, so if anybody's on, my follower count's been really weird today, so I can't really tell if anybody's watching me live. I see hearts, so thank you for the hearts. Yes, remember, even if you're watching the replay, you can still give me lots of hearts by tapping the screen, watching all the beautiful hearts go up. Hey! Swipe it to share it with your people, if you have any blogger people, especially those who are just getting started, or people who would like to get started blogging. Thank you. People who'd like to get started blogging, because if you're going to get started blogging, you basically need to start out with reviews. Not getting paid and not expecting to get paid for reviews. That's how you start. I started out 8 years ago. I blogged for about a year before I started getting products, and then I blogged for several years just getting products until I actually moved into getting paid. And then just these past year, I was able to move to where I'm so busy now that I'm able to not accept any products, and I'm just asking people to send me stuff to get paid, which was a pretty cool point to get to that point. So yeah, that was amazing. So that's also why I brought on my contributors, because they're just getting started. And so I'm still getting sent these pitches to get sent products all the time. And I can't do that because I'm past that point now. But so now I'm able to say, yes, please send my product to my contributor. This is them. And then that's been really cool too, because stuff that I wouldn't have wanted, for example, one of my girls will say, yes. For example, the natural skincare. I don't use moisturizer. I can't use it on my face for whatever reason. The only thing that I use on my face is water and a washcloth, and other than makeup. And that's just what I found works best for me. But my friend was like, yes, I would love to try the natural skincare product, because I'm kind of not the norm when it comes to that. So it's amazing to be able to have a group of moms who are all on the same page, but yet have very different interests and needs and stuff. And so then we're going to be able to reach a much broader audience too, because then that way we're reaching, we're covering our bases a lot better. So I'm so happy I did the contributor thing. And so for my contributors who will be watching this, I'm so happy and excited to have you on my team. And like I was telling Rebecca too, you're not working for me, you're working with me. And so I'm a lot more comfortable in my ESFJ to help. I'm an ESFJ personality. So that means that I love being the center of attention, but what I love even more is taking other people and vaulting them to success. And that makes me the most happy. I don't know if you guys have heard of Lunchbox Dad. He has been on all over the place. He went viral, and if you haven't, you should look up his stuff. He's awesome. Well, I gave him his first sponsored post. And so then when he went viral, he came to me and said, I just went viral. What do I do? And I said, I don't know. I have a blog that gets hardly any traffic compared to, you know, the big guns. Yes, Lunchbox Dad, Bo Coffrin. And he's so cool, and I love his stuff. He's been like featured in commercials and magazines and all over the place now, and he just got a new job as a social media manager for like one of the big mega churches, who works with a bunch of people. But go give him some sight love, because he's like the coolest guy ever. But I got to be his Facebook friend. The car line's moving. I'm not going to disobey the law. I will talk to you guys later. Sharon Hearts. Bye.